Do you love chicken? You're going to enjoy discovering the world of your Kuku. If whole chicken is your thing, choose from 4 sizes: spring, grilla, standard or muchomo. If you have a favorite piece of chicken, your Kuku portions come in all shapes: Kuku pack, drumsticks, thighs, whole legs, wings, fillet, mince, fillet strips, tenderloins, and gizzards. Or try our chicken samosas and chicken burger patties and discover how chicken makes as good a snack as any. Your Kuku is available in 16 Kuku shops across Uganda: Bukoto, Bugolobi, Wandegea, Chisasi, Nalia, Bulindochira, Old Kampala, Seguku, Entebbe, Mukono, Jinja, Mbale, Mbarara, Kabale, and Hoima. You can also order a Kuku delivery straight to your home using the Safe Border or Jamia mobile apps. Your Kuku, absolutely chicken.
Today on the show I have a professional chef by the name of Sumaya, and she's going to be sharing with us a chicken recipe. Let me welcome her to the show. Hey darling.
Hi darling.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You look good. You make me look like I'm a slave queen, hey?
No, you aren't.
Introduce yourself to the people out there.
Hi everyone. My name is Nankumba Sumaya, and I am a professional chef and culinary consultant and entrepreneur.
Wow. First of all, I like your hairdo.
Thank you.
Many people were saying like, you guys, you have your hair out on the show. There's hair going to be like
in the food.
Is this the hairstyle people have to have before cooking when they have braids?
I would like to think that different things work for everybody, but because I'm doing this on a professional level, I have to be as professional as I can be on all times, especially when I'm on sites of work.
Yeah.
So I call this work. So just like you wake up and dress up your fabulous self for a TV show, this is how I wake up and dress up to go to work.
True. So did you get this done in Uganda, or you bought it out of Uganda?
I had this done in Uganda by my friends at Jojo Fashions Uganda. They do all my uniforms.
Wow, that's very nice. So how did you actually become a professional chef? Where did you learn all this catering, food, and all that?
I started cooking when I was very, very little. I think I started cooking at 7.
What?
My mother taught me how, my mother taught me how to cook so many things at just 7 years old. I was frying an egg, I was making sausages. But as I grew up, I went through the professional world and I decided on 2 careers. Aside from being a professional chef, I'm also a professional communicator. I went to journalism school and I also went to Jime Sekasi for my culinary course.
Where is that? Is that here?
Jime Sekasi is here, yeah. It's in Kansanga, and they also have a branch, I think, in Barara. Yeah, that's where I went.
Wow, that's great. So what are you going to make for us today? What are you going to prepare with, of course, your Kuku chicken?
So today we're going to prepare our crowd favorite and pleaser called butter chicken. Butter chicken is a recipe, an Asian recipe from India, specifically from Delhi, and it is one of those dishes that has taken up Uganda by storm over the past few years. I have a culinary business called Good Food Uganda, and it was something that we decided to do as a sample on our menu, and we sent it to a few people and we got so many positive feedback, so we decided to actually put it on the menu.
Okay.
So we have been doing case studies and we found out people are now opening up in Uganda to so many different cuisines and courses.
Definitely.
And Ugandans love comfort food.
Yeah.
And butter chicken is always comfort. So we decided, why not? So today we're going to have a comfort food, a crowd pleaser, and a family favorite.
So that's butter chicken and
butter chicken, and we're going to do it with some steamed rice, and we're going to do it with a Ugandan chapatti.
Okay, so what chicken are we going to use from your Kuku to do this?
First of all, I would like to say I love your Kuku.
Okay.
When I was going through culinary school, I used to break rules once in a while, so most of my punishments were deboning meat.
Okay.
Skinning it off because my culinary teacher knew how much I hated it. So when I found out about your Kuku, I was like, thank God, I don't have to debone meat until I die.
I know.
So I love the fact that it comes in all parts. So today we're going to use chicken fillet, especially the breast. I usually advise people to use the chicken breast because the chicken breast is meaty, and when someone is having a comfort meal, they want to bite into that meaty feeling. Alternatively, you can use skinless and boneless thighs, but I find that they shrink in the saucepan when you're making them. So I love the fillet, the breast specifically from your Kuku because it has the size you feel it in your mouth.
So that's all we're using, the chicken fillet?
Yeah, we're going to use the chicken fillet, specifically the chicken breast.
Okay.
Yes.
I love the fact that she's emphasizing what she's using. So if you're out there and you want to learn this recipe, get your book and pen out. Ready, let's go.
So because we are cooking for particularly someone at home, I like to make my recipes that I share with people as simple as possible, so that the resources that I use are also available to you. The main ingredients in our chicken fillet are basically going to be chicken and a lot of butter.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with the chicken breasts. Here they are. I love cutting my chicken breasts in cubes. Like I said, I would love for somebody to bite into a sizable piece, and we all know Ugandans love meat.
Yeah.
So we're not here to disappoint, guys.
I actually, one time I went to eat out I think I went to have a pizza, and someone said to me, an Italian, she said, you guys love lots of meat.
Lots of meat.
You like big chunks of chicken and stuff. So you just do it in different, cubes, right?
Yeah, we do cubes.
And I actually see what you're saying. It's actually very fleshy.
Yeah, it's very
chicken.
fleshy. And also one of the facts about your kuku is that, there is chicken that's processed that has that whitish product that it produces when you start cooking it, and it gets so irritating.
Yeah.
And because we're in business, the customers are always blaming us. They are
yeah.
not blaming the brands that we work with. So they say, she gave me chicken that stayed a long time in her fridge, but really it's not me, it's the brand. So I thank God that your kuku came, because we really got tired of taking the full for the
I
tea.
know, right?
We really got tired.
And I feel like their chicken is well processed, well packed, well cleaned.
Well cleaned.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy chicken, then have to clean it, then do this and this. Of course, the people who have OCD, I usually advise for people with OCD to just get your kuku chicken, put it in salted water for close to 5 minutes, and after you pat it dry with a paper towel.
And that's it.
If you have OCD, and
Okay.
that's it. No bacteria, no nothing. So we are cutting up chicken breast, boneless, skinless.
So wait,
No hassle.
in your cooking school, you actually had to remove the bones out of the...
Yeah, I had to remove the bones out of chicken, out of meat most of the time, because my culinary teacher, I remember him, and I hope he watches this, Mr. Dennis Kanali, he used to make me do it all the time.
Oh wow, that would be headache.
So I'd put this in a bin.
I'd literally just fall out of school there and then. So what do we do next?
I tried to leave culinary school as many times as I could,
But
and my mother told me, listen here,
Go back.
Yeah? If you leave culinary school, at our home we live nearby the road, she told me in Uganda, oh, you're I said, I'm not doing that.
so you had to keep
So
going
I might
back.
as well go back to culinary school.
Oh wow. Is she a professional chef as well?
No, fortunately, my mother is a businesswoman. She's a poultry farmer.
No.
So cooking is really with me.
With you, yeah.
With me, it's not with her. So with our butter chicken, we are going to start off with our skinless and boneless chicken breast. We are going to have a mixture of ginger and garlic paste, half juice of a lemon.
Okay.
We are going to use chili. I always recommend for people to use tropical heat, or if you are using a brand, use only one brand in your cooking, because brand products tend to complement each other. So the coriander from tropical heat is likely to complement the chili because they do them at a specific taste. So we are going to use chilies, coriander.
Do you have to put chili, or it's just, I hate chili?
We hate chili, but the chili that we're going to use is very mild.
Mild?
It just gives you that kick for you to be eating and eating, but it's not going to be very, very strong. It's usually to client preference. So since it's a home meal, we like to do amounts that are very small, just to give a kick.
Okay.
And we're also going to use whole garam masala. I love using garam masala because garam masala is a combination of coriander, cumin, cinnamon, cardamom, black pepper, ginger, bay leaves, star anise, and salt. Now, why is garam masala very good for your kitchen? Number one, we are cooking for the home cook, everyday home cook. You don't need to stock up a lot of spices, and you don't need to break a bank for you to have a nice meal. So that is how garam masala comes in, because it is a combination of so many spices. We add these spices just to complement, because when spices are too many and they concentrate, they tend to have one taste.
Yeah.
So these are just complements so that the taste still comes out, but never break a bank for food if you can't.
Yeah.
So we are also going to use
Yogurt.
plain yogurt from Jessa, which I love, and we're going to use iodized salt. And that is basically it. So we are going to start marinating our chicken breast to make butter chicken. One of also the advantages of this recipe is that the same things you use for the marinade are the same things you use when you're making the sauce. We just want to make sure that the ingredients enter and sit into the meat. So we are going to start with a tablespoon of coriander.
Okay. I actually love using coriander when I'm cooking. For some reason, I think
it's the mother of spices. Then we're going to go in with just a pinch, ladies
paprika?
and gentlemen, just a pinch of
chili.
But chili is up to your taste. If you're like Sheila, use a pinch. If you're not like Sheila, you might as well go all the way.
Like if I eat chili, I'll turn pink like the whole day. So
oh my goodness. Sorry.
Yeah, but I have to eat this food. Either there's chili or no chili. We'll talk about the side effects after.
So we're going to use half a tablespoon of turmeric. I like turmeric because it's a very healthy spice to use. Most people say, oh, we hate spices. Spices are very good for your health. You just have to visit your doctor, know which spice to eat and not to eat, but spices are not bad. Guys, stop spreading the false news on the internet. Okay, we're going to go in with a full tablespoon of garam masala. I know everyone is going to say, oh, a full tablespoon. Yes, because as I said before, garam masala is a combination of all spices. So you would like to have
a little bit of
everything.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
So we are going to go in with half a tablespoon of salt.
Is that the normal salt or it's different? I'm seeing
this is iodized salt.
What's the difference?
The difference with iodized salt is that it is concentrated and it is very good for your health, and it is recommended for so many people who are going through health issues. Like I said, I usually say, it is very important for you to eat as you want, but it is quite important for you to eat for your health. So we are going to go in with 2 big heavy spoons of yogurt. Yogurt helps to tenderize and make meats creamy and tasty.
Does it have to be vanilla, or I can use strawberry?
No, you cannot use. We need a yogurt concentration.
Love pink sauce.
I see people experimenting on the internet. I don't know how it goes, but when I went to culinary school and I'm a quite native cook, I was told we only use plain yogurt in cooking. And for desserts, you can use any type of yogurt that you feel you want to. But for things like meat, it is very good for you to use plain yogurt. Why? Because plain yogurt is very concentrated. Plain yogurt doesn't have as many ingredients as other types of yogurt, so it will not disturb the taste or tamper with it when your food comes out. So I put 1, right?
You tell me.
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier. Okay.
Let's use 3.
Let's use 3.
3 tablespoons. Full tablespoons. I know everyone was watching and they were saying, aha, let us wait for the part. Sorry to disappoint you. We're going to use garlic and ginger paste.
Did you already mix it up together?
Yeah, I mix it up together because I use less of ginger. Where I use like a whole clove of garlic, I'll use very small ginger because ginger is very concentrated and it tends to overcrowd everything in food. So the lesser the ginger, the more the garlic.
Okay.
So we're going to go in with a tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste. And then we're going to go in with juice of half a lemon, making sure to catch the pips so that they don't fall in. We all know what happens when seedlings of lemons go into food.
What happens?
No one will want to eat your food. They're quite
bitter. True.
Yeah, so this is basically it.
Yeah.
We are going to go in. Let's do the honors of mixing.
Okay. I'll do the easiest part, hey?
Do the easiest part.
I'll do the easiest part.
So when meat are marinating, when people marinate, they say, oh, this is done. No, we just have 2 more steps. When you are marinating your chicken, especially chicken from your Kuku or any other chicken that you're using at your home, it is quite important for you to cover your chicken so that you let the ingredients sit and not escape from the chicken marinade as Sheila is mixing. And
I'm being so serious. You may think I'm the one cooking.
And also it is very important for you to refrigerate the food that, the meat that you have marinated, because refrigerating meat helps it be at a temperature that will help the ingredients sit in.
So you put it in the fridge?
Yeah, I usually cover them with cling film. I hope you're done mixing.
Yeah.
Because it's time for us to cover. So we're just going in like that and using a very sharp knife.
You cut
to cut through.
I hope you guys are like
cover to make sure that no spice escapes. As you can see, maybe Sheila will do me the honors of showing you, this is very well marinated butter chicken that is supposed to sit for a minimum of 3 hours, a maximum of 6 hours to 12 hours in the fridge. So
that means we have to do this overnight, hey?
We're going to do this overnight. So we're going to let this sit as we make and prepare our chapatti.
Okay.
We're going to do steamed rice and chapatti. I usually get so many questions from people. How do you make a soft chapatti? By using warm liquids. With warm liquids, I didn't say specifically water because people can choose anything that they want to put in their chapatti. Some people like to use milk, some people like to use water. So we are going to start off by the liquid. I'm a risk taker. I like to start with the liquid. So this milk has been warmed to room temperature, or the temperature in which you can put your finger in. Most people always ask, especially me because I'm a chef and I do these interactions and feedbacks, how do you make a soft chapatti? Well, here are a few tricks to help you make a soft chapatti. One of the things that would help you to make a chapatti as soft as you would want is a warm liquid, and also choosing a flour that's suitable for you. I always recommend using all-purpose flour from any brand that you are comfortable using. Right now, don't mind me, I'm not measuring, but I know this offhand. We are going to use 2 cups of flour. Yeah.
Okay, just like that. Those are 2 cups.
Just like that.
Should I help you bring the milk?
Yeah, please help me bring the milk. As Sheila is helping me bring the milk, I usually like to add a little sugar. That's a warm liquid that I've been talking about. A little sugar. I would like to go in with salt to taste.
Do you only use iodized salt? Because that's what I've seen you using the whole time.
I like to use iodized salt because it's very friendly to everybody, and I can trap and always track its concentrate levels, so my food doesn't get too bitter. Okay. And to that, we are going to mix the dry ingredients. This is what we call the dry ingredients. That's flour, sugar, and salt. Sheila, you're going to help me open the cooking oil.
Okay. I'm doing the easiest part, guys.
Please help me pour all over.
Tell me to stop.
Roughly, yeah, you can stop.
Okay.
This is roughly 1 tablespoon of cooking oil, and we are going to mix into the flour until we see crumbs-like consistency. Your consistency has to be like crumbs, and you're going to. So at this point, I'm going to draw a well. Yeah. And then you're going to help me get 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter.
Okay.
And you're going to put it in the warm milk.
Oh, okay, cool. Is it a big tablespoon? Is this fine?
That is very fine. Thank you.
Cool.
You're really good at this. You
well,
called me here to embarrass me or something?
No, I'm just, today I'm not a chef, hey.
Okay, so
I'm a messenger.
You're a messenger. But you quite do the job for an assistant chef quite well.
Thank you.
I must say. We're going to mix
it up.
the butter into the warm milk, and we see that it melts, and the milk becomes yellowish depending on the butter that you're using, but the milk will change color. This is a caution to all home chefs there. Please don't use salted butter when you're cooking anything.
That was dead.
It has salt already.
You're going to have people complaining about your food.
Yeah, so many people always go to supermarkets and say, but I bought what all the other chefs are using.
Butter.
But they don't understand that you have to pay attention to detail. If the chef says unsalted butter, the chef knows best.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go in and put the liquid. I like to first put half the liquid,
and then
I start to mix my flour. I'm just making sure that I incorporate all the liquid inside the flour. So we have been rolling our chapati dough for close to 5 minutes now, and you see the best chapati dough is when you tear it, it brings itself back together.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, yeah, so at this minute we are going to make just rough pullouts like this. Roughly a tablespoon of oil. Measure this. And we are going to get the dough back together.
Again.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
I do that because oil helps a lot to retain moisture in a chapati, and moisture in a chapati is not done when you fry the chapati. It is done when you're mixing the dough to make the chapati. So after we're done here, Sheila, you're going to help me.
Okay.
Get out some, you can see, you start pinching it on the extreme ends and make sure that the dough sits inside. So I've been trying, this is the dough after we've put in the oil. So I'm going to try to make sure and seal it inside. Seal inside until I make a ball down. So still I'm going to put a little more extra oil. Then I'm going to massage the dough on top so that it does not dry out. And all that we're trying to do here basically is retain moisture. I'm going to cover it, you can see. And then I'm going to let it sit for close to 30 minutes or an hour, depending on how quick you want the meal to be. I always advise for you to let your dough sit for close to 30 minutes to a maximum of 12 hours to let the dough hold together and be as soft as it can be, because even though we use warm milk needs time to do its magic. So we're going to let this do its magic as we start on the butter chicken sauce.
In most cases, when people are making butter chicken, one of the mistakes they make is that they put the chicken in when the butter is like this. Now, when the butter is like this, it is not yet ready. So you would let the butter sit and dissolve into an oil, and then you put the chicken inside. And also I find like the less crowd, the more you will know which piece did you turn, which piece has browned first. As you can see, it's not by accident. I started from this part going to the downer part because I want to know that when my chicken is ready, I know which sides I'm turning. So we're going to brown this chicken for close to 3 minutes. So now we are melting the butter, and as the butter melts, we're going to add in some onions. These are 2 medium-sized onions. We are going to sweat them, meaning we are not going to overcook them as much, because basically we are going to cook everything and then blend it into a smooth paste. So you don't really need to cook as much, you know, particularly. So as they are sweating, we are going to add in some tomatoes. We are going to go in with tomatoes. I recommend for people to use very ripe tomatoes that have been picked at the height of the season so that they bring out the beautiful color. So we are going to cook them for 4 minutes. Until they are soft. I've cooked tomatoes for 4 minutes. We're going to go in with the ginger and garlic paste. At the same time, we are going to go in with cashew nuts. These are raw cashew nuts.
Not toasted, not roasted, no nothing. Please use raw cashew nuts in your butter recipes. We are going to cook the cashew nuts for 10 minutes maybe, because they are raw, they are not roasted, they are not fried or anything, so we need them to cook through. As they are cooking through, we are going to add in some salt. Add salt to taste. We're going to go in with a tablespoon of garam masala. We go in with half a tablespoon of turmeric powder. We're going to go then a tablespoon of coriander powder and a pinch of chili. Now this is the fun part. Most of you would ask, what are these leaves? These are called kasuri methi leaves in Indian language. I don't know which language, but I know it's Indian. Kasuri methi leaves are basically dried and dehydrated fenugreek leaves. For most of you who are familiar to fenugreek powder, now they have been picked, dehydrated and dried for some time. They give a body to the taste of the butter chicken. So we are going to add in quite a handful of them, maybe a tablespoon. That's enough. And then we're going to stir the mixture. We're going to let this cook for close to 10 minutes. So the mixture has been cooking for 10 minutes. We are going to add in a little bit of sugar. Let the sugar caramelize for 1 minute. We are going to let this cool down, and then we're going to blend it into a smooth paste. So we are going to sieve this mixture. This is the mixture that we've sieved. We are going to add more butter because we are making butter chicken. We are going to add in the cream, a 1/4 cup of Jessa full cream milk. Products in Uganda, you don't have to work your head off looking for cream. And now that the cream has mixed, allow me to add in the chicken fillet. As you can see, it has produced all the juices. It has come. We're going to let it cook for 10 minutes, covered on high heat, and then our butter chicken will be ready. So as we were doing our butter chicken, we let our chapatti dough sit, and it has become a very soft consistency, as you can see. Let me show you. I get my chapatti dough and I make it like a hot dog bun, and then I go at the end and I put pressure with my hands and I remove. After that, I just go on with my hands on all sides, push down. You have to do your hand like this, then do like this and put it on the bowl. So when you put it on the bowl, you just keep on doing like this, just to make a bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, a perfect circle. So we're going to start frying right now. We're going to start frying our chapatti, and one of the tricks I use is I first dry roast my chapatti so that it can cook on the inside, and then after I use oil. So dry roasting, we give maybe 3 minutes per side. until it's golden brown on both sides. Then we can apply the mixture of the oil and the ghee. And when they start to move, as we can see, it might be time for us to turn. Before you turn and get disappointed, I would advise you first check through like this. Yeah, it's ready. Then we turn. Now that our chapati has been roasted on both sides, we are going to add the liquid that we mixed of oil and butter. You can use oil or ghee, or use each one of your preference. We are going to fry it in oil. I usually turn it immediately so that one side doesn't take a lot of oil. So here it is, and we are going to close as we make other chapatis.
Yes, and our favorite Kuku chicken recipe is finally ready by the one and only, the beautiful Sumaya. What did you make for us?
So today we made a main course meal, which is butter chicken, which is the center of everything. We made a Ugandan chapati, and we made some steamed rice for here too.
So Sumaya, how can people reach out to you and tell us more about your food online company? Yeah.
Okay, so basically I own a food business, which is a private catering company called Good Food Uganda. We have been in business from 2018, and what we do is we are a private catering company that offers food services for people having events and celebrations like weddings, parties, tea parties, brunches. We also do home calls. You can reach us through Facebook, Good Food Uganda, Instagram, Good Food Uganda, and on Snapchat at Spicy by Sue. We make sure that we satisfy all the clients' craves and needs by working tirelessly from things like menu design, cuisine selection, and we help you explore food. So please do hit us up sometime. Or you can directly call us on our personal contact numbers. That is 077 56 36 92 1 or 0705 11 34 03.
It was great having you on the show, Sumaya.
It was lovely. Anything to do with cooking? I'm always there.
Yeah. Also, special shout out to, of course, the beautiful kitchen that we've been using here at Speak Apartments, Pampero. I think their apartments have the best kitchen in
I
Uganda.
love how spacious it is.
Yeah, it's very spacious. Like when I was staying here, I used to just cook every single day. I would wake up in the kitchen. But before I say bye, we need to try this out.
Okay.
I need to try this out. Let me see what's gonna happen.
That chili, it has the best spot. Are you changing your mind?
No, it's actually not. But this, it feels like I'm in an Indian restaurant.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You kept saying you wanted to do this, hey?
Yeah, I wanted to do butter chicken because I love it. I've perfected it over the time, and I just love it as a dish.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Of course, we've been using the chicken fillet from Kuku shop. And you can get the Kuku chicken at any of their outlets, and of course on Jumia and Safe Border. Till next time, it's been your girl Shila Gushimba. Don't forget, we're always here every week, Sunday 8 p.m. See ya.
Do you love chicken? You're going to enjoy discovering the world of Kuku. If whole chicken is your thing, choose from 4 sizes: spring, griller, standard, or muchomo. If you have a favorite piece of chicken, Kuku portions come in all shapes: kuku pack, drumsticks, thighs, whole legs, wings, fillet, mince, fillet strips, tenderloins, and gizzards. Or try our chicken samosas and chicken burger patties and discover how chicken makes as good a snack as any. Kuku is available in 16 Kuku shops across Uganda: Bukoto, Bugolobi, Wandegea, Chisasi, Nalia, Bulindochira, Old Kampala, Seguku, Entebbe, Mukono, Jinja, Mbale, Mbarara, Kabale, and Hoima. You can also order a Kuku delivery straight to your home using the Safe Border or Jumia mobile apps. Your Kuku, absolutely chicken.
I've been having so many people text me on Instagram and on Facebook asking what are the different portions that your Kuku actually had.
We have 19 SKUs attached to us in 1 kilogram and half kilos. But before us, we have a few of the different SKUs. We have the Your Kuku pack. We call it the IQF because it has assorted individually frozen pieces, whereby if you do not want to eat the entire pack, you just pick up a few, prepare, and put the rest back in the freezer. And it will still remain individually packed. Then we have the chicken fillet for those who love preparing curries, like the Indian curries, or if you want to have a sandwich, or if you're on diet, you just want to have a plain lean meat, you can use the fillet. Then we have the chicken drumstick. It's a favorite for the children because you just need to hold the stick and you're enjoying your pack. So we have chicken wings, we have chicken thighs, we have chicken legs. So we have quite a variety that you can actually play around with in your kitchen at different cooking intervals.